Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I go by CEO PESO. Blessed and highly favored. Feeling like a real entrepreneur because I got entrepreneurs around me. And goddamn it, when I say when you go hard and pay off, it's going to pay off, goddamn it. And this is somebody that I met you through literally Instagram with your logos, and then you just like promoting like hella stuff, like all your work and everything. And then it just, the pictures was like appealing in the motherfucker though. So I want y'all to understand like what you post and how you post it and how much you post it really makes sense, because he was consistent. The shit was looking good. Pepperoni's looking nicely crispy and whatever. But he had a chokehold on how he was handling things and how he had a lock on the city, and they got word, and now he is on 3rd Street, established.
Yes, sir.
Can you please introduce yourself for the people?
Yeah, for sure. My name is Robert Gunn. This is my wife, Kelly Gunn, and we're owners of Illy Pizza, Dayton, Ohio. We located inside the West Social Tap and Table Food Hall at 1100 West 3rd Street, Dayton, Ohio. Dayton's first food hall. Yes, sir.
Absolutely right. And introduce yourself too, please.
I am Kelly Gunn.
Wait, pass the mic.
I'm Kelly Gunn. I'm the other half of Illy's Pizza.
There we go. So, thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Nah, like for real, like you helping me expand like my platform to be like way more than music. It's entrepreneurship. It's like,
Thank you.
My whole thing is Dreamers Welcome, and you know I got a lot of questions about why you chose you do, but it all had to start from a dream.
For sure.
And it flourished, and you know I'm appreciative of it though. And my platform, I don't know where it ranges from, but you know I just want people to like just see, like, yo, whatever you do, you put your all into it, this shit is gonna work out. And then y'all orientated being together. How long y'all been together, by the way?
Man, we've been together 25 years. We've been married 22 years.
Yeah. So
That part.
yeah. So even with that being a factor, is it's important to me, and you doing your thing, bro.
Thank you.
I told you off camera, I'm gonna let this live on the internet so they know, man. Like it's a good look for the city. It's a good look for y'all, most importantly, and it's dope, man. So let's get into it. So
Into it.
let's get a little bit of your background, just where you was raised, your upbringing, just how was it?
Man, in all actuality, I was raised in a 2-parent home. Mother and father, Robert Gloria Gunn. You know what I mean? I'm the youngest of 4. So I am the baby of the family. And my upbringing, it was cool. It was you know, I was brought up in a real black household. You know, we went through real black shit.
From Dayton, though.
From Dayton.
Yeah.
From Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio, born and raised. I was born in Dayton, Ohio. I was raised in Dayton View, Lexington Avenue. Shout out to the homies. You already know. But yeah, man, besides that, 2-parent home, man, and you know, just raised around, you know, everything that you see in, you know, urban society. I seen it, you know, in terms of Pops working, watching him work and break his back. He was an entrepreneur, on the TV shop in Dayton, Ohio, was in business over 30 years. So I seen him grind. He showed me the way, and boom, you know, here I am today.
Absolutely. So 2-parent home, to me, that's kind of like rare here, like for real. So, you know, do you think like it would have been different if it was just like a like literally people that just left? We was talking about how like the normality of how he was raised is like a lot of our friends didn't have, like, he's like, oh, you only live with your mom?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And dad ain't, whatever the case is though. So
Yeah.
you think it would have been like totally different? I know that's a hard question to ask, but it just sounds like your dad had a huge influence on you.
Yeah, he did. You know what? I feel like it would have been different, and you know, a lot of my friends, like you said, they wasn't a part of a 2-parent home. They only had like their mothers, and so I always felt like, in a sense, like I had information that I could share with my homeboys, things that I would learn, I would like pass down to them, you know what I mean, and kind of educate them, and and they would ask questions like, what would you do if you, and I'd be like, I would just I would tell them from my lens and how I would handle it, or how I was taught to handle it. So, I just think that, yeah, most definitely it would have been different. How different, I don't know, but it would have been different for sure.
Yeah. Nah, so back in the day, because I'm going to get into like why you chose pizza as like a significance, like you going hard on it, but like what other dreams or aspirations was it? Was it sports? Was it like any business, lawyer talk, whatever, or just following dad's footsteps? Like, because I feel like that's like a, we come from like a spot of like, all right, like either do this or figure it out type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what was it before? What was your first entrepreneurships or business things or whatever you was doing?
Man, I done it all. You know what I mean? 'Cause, like, just rewinding the tape, right? Rewinding the tape back to, when I lost my father. I lost my father as I was becoming a man. Really intricate part of my life. He was gone. He was there during my adolescence, but, as a man, showing me certain things and learning, I had to figure that out on my own, because one minute he's there, the next minute he's not, passed away, gone. So, that part was with the things that he taught me as a kid, as an adolescent, I held on to it, and I got through it as much as I could, and the rest, I have older brothers. However, my oldest brother, he was sent away a year prior to my father passing away, which was in 96, 95, 96. He's still locked up in a way. And I got another brother who is a very intricate part of my life. He's very motivational. He keeps me going. He keeps the fire in my ass, so to speak.
Still to this day?
To this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To this day, even at 42, 43 years old, my older brother still is a influential
high part of your life. Yeah,
for sure. Because I didn't have that. My father was snatched. They had a chance to grow up with my father being older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I learned those traits and those things that he taught them at that age. I learned it from them. Yeah.
So a personal question for me, with Pops passing away, how hard is it to keep the fam like together or close, or like, what I mean, with him being such a significant part and all y'all seem close, like just,
oh man,
because some things might make you say like, fuck life or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, like that's easy to do. If you weak.
Say that. God damn it.
That's a cop out.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it moving by all means necessary. Especially if you are of somebody great, like my father was, like how I look at my father. Like he was great. Like he was a provider, he was a mentor, he was a friend, everything. So, you gotta hold on to that and you gotta keep it moving. Like, you can find anything to cop out, but you know what I mean? Like
that's the weakest way to cop out, though.
That's the weakest way to cop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And I want people to hear that though, because it's just like it seemed like I mean the normality now is like failure is okay. Or like just getting lazy is like,
yeah,
like it's weird, you feel me?
So check, not to cut you off, check.
Cut me off.
Check. So laziness and to give up. So my father, this is one thing, like I played baseball growing up, by the way.
Me too.
Baseball was my sport.
Ken Griffey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know what I mean? I played baseball, first Dayton Little League, Crown Point. You already know. But anyway.
Shout it out. Yeah, you had to plug that one time.
But, played baseball. And I remember, like, at the end of my stint of playing baseball, my pops, he told me, he said, if you quit this, you're going to find yourself quitting everything.
That's
I'm talking about that's game, bro. Like,
nah, G shit.
And guess what I did? Quit.
Oh man, I mean, hard headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's inevitable sometimes.
I quit.
I mean, you know what's crazy with that though is like, depending on what age he told you that at, like, it don't resonate till like super later.
Right.
Like it don't hit you like my granny used to have me doing stuff or say things, and it's just I say some G shit if we're gonna be transparent. I was like 15, 16 going through a breakup, and my grandma was like keep your dignity, like you don't always give your whole heart to a woman,
right?
And it made no sense. Like, Granny, what are you talking about? Like what? And then it made sense. Like it just hit me like fuck, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I was still chasing her and doing everything. And it's just like I don't got no dignity for myself. I didn't blew it. Like, you know what I mean? So but information like that is crazy because it hit us so different at a certain time, like when we don't even think we need it.
Right.
Like
that was before its time.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You caught that pass down the road.
Yeah, nah, facts, man. So that's how I appreciate like just the older generations advice.
Yeah, man.
Like, cause it hit so different now.
Yeah.
Like G shit though.
Yeah,
like,
and we don't got that nowadays, bro.
It's people like us who still got it.
Boom.
On a sensible status, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But but like I said, that matters too, just for the fact that I think them attributes that he taught you is where you at now with everything, because it ain't no easy journey for, you know, working for yourself or whatever the case is, which is my next question. Mm-hmm. What was your first type of just working for yourself entrepreneurship thing that you got into? Because you said fuck baseball.
It was music. Yeah.
All right,
it was music. It was, you know, the music business. So, you know, pursued the music business for about 20 years. Like, real shit, 20 years. I was granted a great opportunity in the music business, sort of like a break. So I started out rapping, you know what I'm saying, with a group of guys. We were known as the Government Hustlers. Shout out GH. And from that, I was adopted by another rap organization out of the city, Tall Entertainment.
Oh man, 275 DeMarco. Shouts out DeMarco, man, my guy, man. Yeah.
And I came in during like the breakup in the fall of Tall Entertainment. TE. Don't
you got them on the menu?
I do. I got the Tall Life.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get into it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, Tall Entertainment brought me in, and they one of the major components of that label was a guy by the name of Rob Jackson, an artist by the name of Rob Jackson. He was from Kentucky, and he ended up scoring a deal with Arista. And he scored this deal with Arista. This is when me and my wife, we just got married. Shortly after our daughter was born. Mm-hmm. And Rob got the deal with Arista. Video hit BET, and we thinking it's on. And we chilling, we sitting at the crib, and I get a call. And it was one of our homeboys, a mutual friend. He contacted me and was like, bro, Rob, he on. He want us to come and get you. And I'm like, shit, okay, cool. But I'm like, I got this responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, I'm married now, and I got a kid.
Life is happening.
Yeah. But wifey like, go pursue your dreams.
The real ones.
It's a real one.
Absolutely.
And shortly after I did, partners came and got me, hopped in the car, and we was off. We was in Atlanta. I got some pretty strong features on, you know, a couple albums as a producer. I'm also an engineer. I was an artist. So I was like a triple threat in the cut.
Yeah.
And you know, did that stint, traveled, you know, did showcases and stuff like that, man. It was a great opportunity, man. And
probably learned a lot too.
I learned a lot. And yeah, but long story short, the curtains were closed and we back here in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, had to figure it out.
All
right, so I want to ask you something real quick though. Put the mic on her. All right. So basically, I want to know for something that seemed to like you told him like, all right, go follow your dreams in a sense, pretty much, and with all the responsibility of like y'all getting married and everything. What made you so comfortable to be like so selfless? Like you just, it's women that would be like, nah, stay here, you're gonna leave me with this baby. I mean, not verbatim, but however that lingo go. But
I know exactly what you mean.
Sit up for me real quick.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. However, I have a little bit different background. So my grandfather was one of the original Ohio players. His name was Ralph Pee Wee Middlebrooks. So I guess that's just something I just knew. Like he toured all while I was little. Like he toured the world. So that was just something that I always saw. It wasn't a big deal to me.
So with him being, you say your grandfather, right? Mm-hmm. So with him being your grandfather, like him being involved in music, like he was just super around you a lot, or he had like crazy. He ever told you a crazy story or anything like that? Or anything?
I mean, yeah, I've heard several crazy stories, but they just lived a really wild life, like, and they just rock stars. Yeah, they were
before social media.
No, for real, like, yeah, like funk bands were huge back in their day, like back in the 70s.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and they toured the whole world. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't just like across the U.S. or like they toured the world. They were one of the biggest like funk bands ever.
So basically, well, it sounded like I was close for one, and then two, because you knew his musical background, you just kind of understood like, okay, like with his passion for the music, it was like, yo, go do this. Man, shouts out to Gramps. Yeah. I mean, just being a pioneer with that shit, period, though. But nah, that's pretty dope, though. And I mean, cause I came from a relationship from that, and then I commend y'all for that, just for the fact of like, when I was in a relationship, it was kind of like, this ain't more important than y'all, but that's how it felt to her in a sense. And it's like, nah, I'm doing this for us type shit. Yeah. But so it just dismantled, because it was just like, I'm being transparent, by the way, but it just was like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just made me feel like, damn, am I doing the wrong thing? Like chasing something that like is dear to me, you know what I mean? That I think is gonna like change our lives, and it just like kind of went south. But nah, like, I mean, that's dope though, because like, how y'all been rocking how long again?
We've been together about 25 years. 25 years. But we've been married 22 years.
That's enough. Yeah. I mean, not enough. I mean, to keep going though. But 3 years enough. Like, all right, let's lock this in though. Yeah. Okay, so my next question for you. Let's pass it over real quick. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get some more mics.
We go.
Nah, it's still quality. So I just want to know where the spark of. First off, the definition of Illy's, because you inboxed me and I was like, damn, that's a nice slogan. You was like, we a family, but it was like ILLYS on the fam.
Yeah, family.
It was, yeah.
Fam. And so we put fam and we put Illy together, right? And you get family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Illy is an acronym, and it stands for I'm living life, you. So I'm like, I'm living life, you, and you like living. I'm living.
I'm gonna say hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, I'm living life, you. I'm living.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say hell yeah, but I'm living my response. Okay, nah, yeah. So hold on. So you came up with the acronym. Yeah. So that's literally Illy's Pizza.
That's Illy's Pizza.
God damn, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Nah, so Trent. Hold on. So double back real quick. So I remember, like I said, I seen you. Like, I remember you posting a lot of stuff, and it just was like, where is this nigga? Like, where? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just was like a secret society. Like,
yeah, you had to be in the know.
Yeah, like I just remember, like, bro, like I see the shit, but I would go to your like Instagram bio, and it's like no addresses nowhere. So it's like, where the fuck is this nigga cooking at though?
Or you just see the post, we're sold out.
Yeah, it just was like, well, fuck, like, but the pizza look amazing on the picture though.
Thank you.
So just explain the start of like how you really started to like build it up from the ground up.
You want me to do it or you want to do it? All right. So I didn't grow up with the passion of like shit. I'm gonna make pizza.
Right.
Like
I ain't mean to laugh.
Not real shit.
Nah, because this is like, what is it with pizza? But
yeah.
It's fucking fire though. Like my niggas just killed the personal joint, which is
the ill luck.
Fuck them niggas. Nah, y'all owe me one. But nah, go ahead.
But so it wasn't a dream. I know we on the Dreamers Welcome podcast, but
hey, brother,
it wasn't a dream. It was like a snowball. So it was an idea. Wife, Christmas Eve. This is how it started. Christmas Eve, wife was baking some cookies for the home, kids or whatnot, and me and my daughter decided to trash the kitchen. We throw flour everywhere, just flour on our face, clothes everywhere.
Sounds annoying, right? On the cleanup,
yeah, real childish, type shit. But it's Christmas Eve and we having fun, and that's what we're about. We're about family, but so we trash the kitchen, flour everywhere, and I'm like, I just told her, I'm like, y'all want a pizza? Like, I think I can make a pizza. Like, cause I'm great with my hands, bro. Like when I literally rewind the tape, I said, I have done everything. It ain't nothing I haven't tried doing in terms of trying to make it and being successful.
So, I mean, you went through a lot of hands-on jobs.
Everything.
Bosses cut you out, whatever the case is,
Everything, bro. Like,
so hold on. Wait, because I got to double it back, because that sound like, because I remember I was going heavy on that shit. You was at the job center heavy.
Man, listen.
Like,
job center,
just any type of thing we can do, whatever.
Internet, like, looking for jobs, like, I done held, like, just about any job you could think of. And I do it for a minute, and it's like, I'm bored, and I go on to the next one. But
that's different, because, like, you cooking.
Yeah.
So it's a different aspect of, like,
definitely
flavors and,
So that's me. I'm creative. Like, I'm a Libra, by the way. Libra gang in the house. What's happening? And
he's shouting out. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm a Libra. I'm very creative. But so pizza, make a pizza, and I'm like, I can make a pizza. Looked up Googled a little recipe. We tweaked it. All we ever ate was turkey products, primarily. So we had like some turkey burger in the refrigerator. We had like some tomato paste that probably been down in the cabinet forever.
Like, got it like 3 months ago.
Got a
little small joint.
Little small
with a can
joint.
Opener.
So we just what we had in our home. That's what I used to make our very first pizza. Just so happened we had some yeast. I don't even know why we had yeast in the cabinet, but we had the little packets of yeast. But it was enough to spark the idea, and I fell in love with the passion of making pizza. That's how it started. And I fell in love with the passion, and we enjoyed it so much. Making the pizza, it started a tradition every Christmas Eve. So we would make pizzas every Christmas Eve. And we done that until I got laid off. Well, got laid off from my job, and that whole idea and doing it for fun, I'm like, I need to do this to keep the lights on. So I started making pizzas and started selling them out of the crib.
Okay, so prior to that, you like Christmas Eve was just like a personal thing when you and the family, like, we're just gonna make pizza on Christmas Eve and all of that.
Just a tradition. Started a tradition
off of a flour fight, trash in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. And so just to give the people a timeline, around what time was that when it started?
This was in like 97. It was no.
Oh, she gave him a look.
Nah. It was 2007. Was it? Yeah. 2009. Yeah. 2000. Yeah. 2007, 9. Yeah. We gonna go with 2009.
Hey, can't go against the queen. All right.
Nah, for sure.
2009 is when the initiative hit of like, you better start taking it serious. No, wait, I'm tripping. That's when it first started.
That's when it first started.
So, and then when did you start outsourcing it to start selling it to people?
So we had I was working for the telephone company at the time, and we decided that Dayton ran its course, and we wanted a new scenery. We put in a transfer to move to Columbus. We moved to Columbus 3 months. Yo, 3 months after we moved, I get laid off. 2012, and it was like shit.
What we gonna do?
What we gonna do? You know, upgraded lifestyle, bills kicking our ass. You know, I'm a man, so it's like we gonna make these pieces.
by any means, in a sense.
Yeah, by any means, and literally that's what we did. We turned our kitchen into a pizzeria, of a full-fledged pizzeria. But
like y'all crib kitchen.
Yeah.
Right.
Out of our home, one pizza at a time. We would run pizzas from Friday to Sunday. We would do about 200 pizzas on the weekends.
So what's the okay? Because obviously, like transitioning, moving to a new city, you gotta have like, I mean, you unknown.
Yeah.
Like you unknown. It's hella pizza spots up in CO, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So what's like a part of the marketing strategy to like get your business out? Like what's your Shark Tank like?
Yeah.
It's my pizza type shit.
So I reverted back to what I used to see my father do. He would make flyers and he would just pass them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would just, leave them indoors.
So you went guerrilla marketing.
I went guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
And, we just made it look very professional. So when they seen these flyers and like, oh, Illy's Pizza, here's the number. It's only delivery. You can't even come and get it.
Because y'all out the crib with it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we would just run that play until the police came knocking, until it looked like it was some crazy activity going on. Neighbors called the police like,
they selling dope.
Yeah,
like it's
we was trapping, but we was just trapping pieces.
Right, yeah, but it's so much traffic.
I had a daycare at the time as well.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I had a daycare at the time as well. So
you daycare at the crib?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
certified.
Coming in and out, and then you have people coming in and out for pizza as well.
So but it's just nosy neighbors. Like it's just too much going on.
Yeah. We lived in a neighborhood that they weren't used to that.
We lived in Hilliard, Ohio.
Oh, exit 90, what, 96, 97? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the first exit.
Hilliard Wrong Road. What's going on?
I know Hilliard. Yeah. Nah. So you were saying that so you had a daycare going as well.
Yes.
Turn the mic to her a little bit more.
So I did a daycare. I ran a daycare from our home for about 12 years. When our middle son was born, I stopped working and I went home to take care of our babies. And I ran a daycare at the same time. So
even with the daycare business though, like, you transferring, from Dayton to Columbus, was it the same thing? I ain't gonna say you had to pass flyers around, but is it kind of just restarting?
It was like that. Yeah. I had to,
because daycare, it's like
around, but I also was contracted through the county, so I was able to retain children that way as well.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's just like, damn, flyer to drop my kid off. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's what you meant by the transfer. You're right. Okay, I got it. Now it's making sense. Yeah. Okay. So then, so Columbus is like, how good or great is it going? Like, far as y'all trapping it out, but
it was going super good, because we ended up, one of my daycare parents actually hooked us up with a brewery that was there in the Grandview district, which is right by Ohio State University.
High Street.
Kind of.
Yeah, a little bit in the area. Yeah. I think I know. I know High Street is downtown. Sorry.
Yeah,
keep going.
It's right.
It's
there.
Close though. Yeah.
So they linked us up with them. It was a place called Zauber Brewery, and we would go out there on certain days that they would put us on their schedule, and we started that way. And then days that we weren't doing it there, we would come back to Dayton, and we would operate here. And then we were asked to do a few events, and we did a motorcycle cabaret Shout out Youngbloods.
Shout out Young Bloods.
Man,
Shout out Young Bloods.
it was so crazy that day. We thought we had thought of everything. We thought we had way more, product than we needed. They sold us out so fast. It was ridiculous. So we had to go to the store and re-up, and we did it again. And when I say we served so many people that day, like it was.
Hold on, y'all. Wait. Y'all read up. Y'all was cooking outside at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that so we going from the kitchen to
LLC.
Yeah, y'all mobilized at this point.
Right. Rewind back to when we were doing it out of the kitchen when the police came. So when the officers came, he asked us what we were doing, invited him in. Just so happened we were making pizzas, and he loved the pizza. He loved the pizza, and so I'm thinking he writing us a ticket. And it was just like a business plan on how to start a business. And that officer patronized us when we started our LLC. So by him doing that, I started the business, took out my 401k, all that, got everything going. We had a partner at the time. They contributed to the startup as well, and we started out together. However, when we started up, that officer would come. He would come buy pieces from us every time we set up, take them back to his buddies. And even when we moved back, he would travel from Columbus to Dayton to grab pieces as well and take them back.
So he was trapping.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Let me double back. The officer, you thought he was writing you a citation or a ticket, but then
It was a business plan on how to start a business.
The officer.
He loved the pizza so much.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then now he's transferring pizzas.
He's just buying pieces because he like them. He's buying them, supporting us, as a new business.
Right, exactly.
And he's taking them back to his buddies to taste and try. And
man, talk about word of mouth, man.
Talk about God, man.
So, yeah, absolutely.
The power of God.
Okay, so I don't want to skip over no timeline because I'm figuring out. So then, essentially, y'all came back to Dayton.
Yeah. Young Bloods. We did the Young Bloods. Cabaret.
The sellout joint.
Yeah. Sold out. Read up. Sold out again. And at the end of the night, we all checking our phones and we like viral. Everybody done hashtag Illy's Pizza.
Yeah.
Like, this pizza is amazing. And reason why it costs so much is because of what we offer. We offer no pork, no beef product. We serve all turkey products. Turkey pepperoni, turkey sausage, turkey bacon, turkey breast. It's the first of its kind in terms of what type of pizzeria we are.
Right. So
I think people were not only that, we black and we doing pizza. Like, we got this big oven out there. They think it's a barbecue grill, but it's a pizza oven. Yeah. It's a wood-fired brick oven. So it's a lot of components that what made us who we are.
And on top of that, though, with me being a fake ass foodie chef, I know like brick oven pizza is like it's a whole different way to cook it. It's a whole different the crust, the taste, and everything like that. Like it's totally different though. So this ain't Papa John's and Donato. You know what I mean? Like or Cousin Vinny's. Like shouts out to y'all, but still though, like it's totally different though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what caught notice. First off, what did catch notice of me too was just like it wasn't a face to the pizza. It just was the brand. It was just like,
thank you.
Like it just was like, damn, like it. I didn't see. I don't even know how I met you or whatever, but I knew you though. It's like what the hell? But it just was like nah. But it just wasn't no face. But the brand of the pizza was enough to be like
thank you.
Intriguing though. I went to school for this shit, so I understand. It just was like when you can't put a face to something, it makes it more curiosity. Like,
okay,
who's selling this? I need to go and find it out. And then, like you said, you'll be like sold out on Instagram. It's like, oh fuck, now you gotta wait to see whatever the case is though. So basically, with the way y'all was cooking, and then where was y'all primarily set up at? Like,
so we would set up on the corner of Siebenthaler and Philly, in the old Elder Beerman's parking lot.
Right. Okay.
Yo, we were set up right on the corner. Prior to us setting up there, I just think that was like a hot spot. Because prior to us, not that we're out from the conversation or the topic,
yeah.
but there was a taco truck that set up there. And when we first started setting up there, everybody used to think we were the taco lady. You know what I'm saying? So they pull them up for the tacos. It was all timing. And it's like, nah, we got this pizza.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's try the pizza then. And it's like, wow.
Ain't no wow. It's like, goddamn. I mean, depending on the time of the night too, but like I said, bro, like you was explaining to them, like y'all got like your own personal like sauce, like y'all actually have like an intricate way of like how y'all make y'all pizza and down to the sauce and the taste and the ingredients and all that too. And then shouts out to Molly B because she was saying that y'all about to try to
what up, Molly?
Yeah, y'all about to come up with the vegan joints, which is becoming like a huge thing.
Yes,
just to kind of just put out there because.
Vegan lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's out there.
So even though word of mouth is picking up, like with y'all, like in the parking lot and everything like that, are y'all still doing like guerrilla marketing, still going around the city, like trying to do whatever, or was it just pouring into y'all at this point?
So now it's social media. It's posting your pizzas and. It went from guerrilla marketing to now we, taking snapshots. Like this is back before it was popular to do that. We were doing it back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Early. Yeah, early. I remember that.
Early. We was doing it early. Like, so yeah, it went from guerrilla marketing to what people are doing now today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, and it's showing though. It's showing, which obviously we're gonna get into the I can't remember. I always mess it up. West Social Tap.
West Social Tap and Table Food Hall.
Thank you. How did that come about? Like, how did that like? I was hearing like they was about to start like rebuilding 3rd Street, and I heard about even with shouts out to Jewel Delish. And I heard they was doing something though, and that just sounded like a hand-picked thing though, because it could have been anybody else filling up any of them spots in there, and then y'all was blessed to have that spot, and y'all got the key spot walking in that bitch, by the way, right? Because I'm at the bar waiting on the pizza. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go over here and shit, chunk a deuce when it's ready, type shit. Nah, but how did that even come about though to get established in there?
Man, you know what? A friend recommended us to the project manager, and shout out Jazz.
Shout out Jazz.
Yeah, what up with it, Jazz? Thank you. And she recommended us to the project manager. He called me, and he was like, "Man, I'm hearing you got the best pizza," and it was several references. Hers was just like the nail in the coffin, I think, because. They had, they had like a business relationship that he pretty much, so to speak, he trusted her judgment, far as business,
because she was a staple too.
He trusted her judgment, man, and but he had several references that we were them guys. So when he called, when he called, he like, man, I heard you got the shit. And I'm like, well, you can come and try it. Like, we're going to be operating today. We were selling pizza. So this is like, it's like, not post-COVID. This is right before COVID hit. But, right after. Was it right after COVID? No.
Yeah, we had masks and everything.
We sure did. We sure did. This is right after COVID.
Yeah.
So he came to our house because we were doing like, we call it bop deliveries. That's what I called it anyway. You put your order in on Facebook. We run it through Cash App. We meet you at the health food store with your order.
Yeah.
So we were really innovative during that whole COVID process. Like, we pivoted well to where it didn't even hinder us. We were still we was still thriving.
Contactlessness type, but
Yup.
still place your order.
We were like the first business that went straight cashless. We did all digital forms of payment. And so that's how we would do it. He came over, he had the pizza, and he was blown away. And he was like, I've been to 7 different pizzerias in your area, and none of them are cleaner than your garage. Your garage is immaculate. I never seen he was gone by just out of the garage. Like, he was like, man, this garage is like, you can eat off the floor.
Shit, run this bitch. God
Yeah.
damn it, like shit.
But we had just bought we just had gotten a new top and rail, new freezer, you know, so, you know, man,
But
like,
y'all converted the garage into a
pizzeria.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so he loved the pizza, and he invited somebody else a couple weeks later to have the pizza, which was like he was appointed the head chef for the food hall at the time. He came and he had the same pieces that we made for him. Shout out to Patrick Williams. Salute to you, brother. And he brought a gentleman by, and he had the pizza. He was the head chef. He was blown away, and he had a sidebar conversation with Pat while he was there, and he said something in Spanish that translated that this is passion, and you can't teach this. You can't go to school and learn it. It's just something that they got, and it's special.
Yeah, yeah. So, what? Damn, that was a hell of a story, bro.
Oh, man, thank you.
Yeah, nah, for sure, because I love it, though, because it's like, I don't know, man, like, shit, people think, like, shit fall in your lap, but it really is, like.
It don't.
Yeah, bro, it don't, bro. It's
don't.
just, like, I just recently watched this shit, not to get all, like, crazy with it, but Jay-Z had said something, like, when you're an artist or when you're somebody, like, it's annoying. Like, it's not like like, when you know what it is, you go for it. It's not like, oh, I think I should do it, or, you know, you second guess it. It's like, you know. And then, you know, for it to be, like, a passion for, like, quality fucking pizza that you wowing people on the first time, it's like, you know what it was, like, when you got into it. And I commend that just for the fact, like I said, I'm a dreamer, bro. It's like, man, if you put your mind to it and you figure that shit out, bro, it's like nobody that can tell you nothing if you know what you're doing. Like, it's undeniable.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's what it sounds like. Is everybody that tastes the pizza or whatever the case, it just was an undeniable thing. Like,
yeah,
like, goddamn.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought just talking about that shit. But,
nah, it really was though. It really was. Like, and something just clicked. Like, after we got it going, I would tell my wife, I'm like, we gonna do this, and we gonna do it on a high level. Anything I do, I put 150. Like, going back to lessons, you know, I learned from my pops.
Mm-hmm.
He said, anything you do, don't do 100%, do it 150.
So, question is, you know how people be like, do it feel like work or do it just feel like?
Hell yeah, it feel like work.
Obviously, you gotta put in the work though.
Nah, sometimes. I mean, right now they do, because, you know, this is a new situation for us. This not a food truck. This not mobile. We in a real live brick and mortar, where you have to balance labor costs, food costs.
So it's super different from
Absolutely.
obviously, you know, being in the garage with it compared to, like, which is, you know, not under the table in a sense. So now, like, man, you were stable in the city. Like, just being, to me though, that being in there is just like, nah, G shit though. I mean, because it's like, for like, that's an innovative thing, like, to a lot of people, like that, especially on the west side on 3rd Street. It's like, ain't nothing to do. Let's go here.
Let's go to the hall.
You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, it's a bar in there. It's a vibe, and it's just like
5 different restaurants.
Yeah.
Under one roof, full bar. And we have different nights where we all host. Each restaurant hosts their own day in there. Throwback Thursdays. And yeah, coffee shop. Shout out to Bill. What's happening?
There.
Miller's Grind and Brew. Let's go.
Nah, so I'm just saying, on the outside looking in, it's just a dope new, like, aesthetic to the city. Like, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, let's go to 3rd Street.
That was
I mean,
the plan.
motherfucker, you hear saying that like, yo, we better go 3rd Street, like.
It been a while. It been a minute.
Nah, G shit though.
Yeah.
Like on that part, like
we ain't even witnessed what it's like to party on 3rd Street. Like this is the first time for us as well. And how old are you, bro?
35.
30. I'm 43. So we got a little age on you. We never even partied on 3rd Street. This is our parents' era where they gonna go and party. We going to 3rd Street and we gonna do. Now we bring it's coming back around.
Look, the oldest I was partying that was Napoleon's. My grandma was like, God damn.
Right, and that's up 3rd.
Yeah,
up West 3rd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. So for that part, our era was like, that's when we had clubs. We was downtown, Foundry,
Yeah,
Santana's, whatever the case is. So now, just to ride past that, and then just to like see the establishment there. People will be like, okay, it's getting gentrified or whatever the case is. But I'm like, this is like before the bridge. Like this is like still in the hood, you know what I mean? But it's like
with a view right around the corner.
Yeah, and it's a dope establishment though.
Yeah.
So it just was like, damn, like bro, I think that's just pretty dope to see. And just to see the grind of
Thank you.
like I said, bro. A face to me, I didn't see the face. I just saw the product first, and it was like, bro, this shit is like pretty fucking dope. And then when I got to actually eat the food, I was just like, and then when I ordered the food, you was like, yeah, this is my wife back here, and she making it with me and everything. And I'm just like, bro, I don't think it's like no better story than that of like, man, like shit.
Wow.
Like the grind is crazy, and mine's is totally different because I was into music, and I seen shit that I never thought I would even like imagine of what I would do though. So now it's just like going from, a parking lot to an establishment, that's dope, man.
Thank you.
That's dope, bro. Like for real.
For real, bro.
Like, that's G shit. That's G shit, bro. I gotta acknowledge that. So, man, we've been talking for a minute. I love this though. Damn. So, before we wrap up, I have a question I ask everybody before I leave. What is a good quote or a piece of advice that you live off of?
Man.
Oh, I love this question.
Man. I have several though. You know what I mean? But one that sticks out and just to keep me motivated, man, you sleep when you dead, bro. That's it. I mean, it might be cliche, but bro, that's how I operate. She'll tell you, I'm a machine. I sleep when I'm dead. She tell me take a break. I'm cool. I sleep when I'm dead. That's it.
It's definitely easier said than done. You got one personally?
I think if I had to have one, it would probably be all hustle, no luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely so self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Like if you really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too. All hustle, no luck. Yeah. Shout out to Lantana. What's
that's
going
literally
on?
been our journey though. Like we haven't been handed anything. Like we worked for everything. Like every step of it, we really worked for it. Like,
but that's what makes it so much more like the gratification when they come. Like, you know what I thought? Like, I'm being transparent. Yeah, my bad. I've been drinking too, by the way. But nah, one thing I thought though was like, I'm 35 right now, but at 25, I was like, kind of like doing good things. But I just feel like it's gonna feel so much better now if I would have got it at 25, 26, it wouldn't have hit like how it's gonna hit now.
Yeah, for sure.
You get it though?
Yeah. Facts.
Like
big facts.
Like if you know, like obviously you got to go through like a grind of like understanding that, but it's just like, man, now it's just like, I'm gonna enjoy this shit way better than ever if it would have came to us like earlier.
Yeah, because like you mature, you feel like you mature and you can settle into your blessing. Like when you young, you don't even know what settling down mean.
Not at all.
So let alone settling into something you know, that major, you know what I'm saying, and life changing. You know, you can't settle down now when you don't got it. You know, at that age, 25, you can't settle down because you so young but when you older, you mature and you can allow things to happen and appreciate it.
Yep. One thing about last thing, one thing my man told me is just be ready for it when it comes.
For sure.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I literally live by that. I tell my son that, like, man, just be ready for it when it comes.
Yeah.
Man, well, thank you, bro, so much.
Thank you more, man. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. Please keep dreaming. We out this bitch.
Yup.
Holla at y'all.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.